So, the Matrix trilogy, well, if you count the Animatrix, it's the quadrilogy. One of my favorite franchises. I love it. I love it. I've watched Reloaded so many times. I've watched them all so many times. Reloaded is probably my favorite. But, anyway, the highway scene is awesome, and I'm going to recreate, as time goes by, scenes from that highway scene. And the first I'm going to start with is Trinity and her motorcycle. I discovered that Trinity's motorcycle was a Ducati, which I already knew that. I know a thing or two about motorcycles. And it was a 996, I do believe. 1998 or 2000, I'm not really sure. Anyway, I couldn't find a 112 scale motorcycle to fit the action figures. This is Into Toys Trinity action figure, and we also have another one here, McFarlane. Look at that sculpt. Isn't that a great sculpt? That face sculpt's not so good, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these two figures. You see what I'm going to do? I'm going to use these two figures to create a motorcycle riding Trinity. Everything in the Matrix was black for the most part, and this diecast 112 scale motorcycle I found on eBay finally. It took a lot of looking around, and the listing said it was a 998S Ducati. Well, I've looked at screenshots from the movie, and this is, I think, almost exactly what Trinity rode in the movie. The square taillights are on the bike in the movie, and the fairing shape is almost exactly. So the problem, of course, is this is yellow and white, so I'm going to paint it. I haven't found another one like this on eBay or anywhere for that matter, so it was kind of hard to find, but I was able to get it at a good price and was the only one I could find. I've been looking for weeks now. So the first thing you do when you paint anything is to make sure it's clean. What I do is I take Dawn dishwashing liquid or something similar, because when something's made in a factory, I've worked in plastics in a factory environment before, and the molds have a what they call a mold release, and it can leave a residue on the parts, and plus the oil from your fingers can get on these parts. So first thing to do is to wash this motorcycle, and then we'll mask it off, and we'll paint it gloss black, and that'll be all there is to it. And then after that, I'll start working on the action figure. I plan on creating the whole highway scene for the Matrix Reloaded.